age. I don't know about it. It's pretty funny. This was a good chain. What's going on, everyone? Dave K here, extremely excited to share today's video with you, trying to brighten the season, brighten the mood, make sure we're all feeling good and refreshed. So last week I asked you for a variety of different pictures, funny memes and that kind of thing. I posted some different Instagram memes and kind of funny pictures, and asked you for some as well. So I got some on my Facebook wall, got some on my Twitter profile, and that sort of thing. Looking forward to sharing with you some of those photos you sent me today. Here, my reactions to some of those photos, kind of share in some of that community goodness where you sent me some of that stuff and you get to see me react to some of the stuff you sent me. Super excited to take a look. Let's jump into it here today. So again, to give you a little bit more clarity and insight on this one, I posted some funny pictures on Instagram. And if you haven't seen my Instagram, you should be able to find that link in the description. It's Instagram. I'm the Dave K on Instagram. And I posted some funny pictures there. Asked you for some funny pictures as well. Saw a lot on Facebook as well, because you'll see those same Instagram pictures on Facebook, on Twitter, that sort of thing. So I got some great ones from you, and again, wanted to share in some of the responses from the community, show you that I'm seeing and I'm hearing, and I enjoy some of those responses, and of course, just kind of some fun, funny reactions and brightening the mood based on the current situation. So let's jump into it, take a look at some of these different pictures, and let you know what we think. So to start it off, I saw this one on Twitter this morning. Really, really funny. I finally finished my panic room. You can see how people are panicking given the current day and age. I don't know about it. It's pretty funny. But I'm wondering kind of how this one was set up. I feel like that'd be kind of tricky to do. Do you have to actually install those, what do you call it, toilet paper holsters all throughout the walls? Or is this photoshopped? It must be some sort of Photoshop here. But it's pretty funny. And I can see how the panic room, again, can kind of shift over time, from being just kind of a steel room, and depending upon what kind of panic you're hiding from, to panic in this case definitely has you under control. Next one, you may have seen a few of these as well. I posted this one on Instagram. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Except I wrote TP you're looking for in the description. I thought this one was pretty funny. Saw this one from a friend, decided to share that out as well. Again, I feel like this one is relevant in kind of a sad and challenging way, where it's a little bit tricky to find right now in terms of toilet paper. We're not really clear on why toilet paper is limited, why that's what people are going for. But it's so true. It's so relatable. And I thought it was a pretty funny one as well. You've got Cusco Says No Touchy. I like Cusco Says No Touchy here. A classic character. If you're familiar with The Emperor's New Groove, Cusco here transforms into a llama as part of the story. So he starts out as a human or an emperor, and he becomes a llama. But he says no touchy a lot. And I feel like this kind of, resonates with a lot of, in terms of me and walking in lines and that kind of thing. I like my personal space. And so especially now, you can see a lot more of that kind of coming to light, and people are allowing, again, kind of follow those behaviors. They're more of a social norm to sort of permit and to enjoy and accept that personal space, whereas maybe not so much in the past. This Beast and Belle, the Beauty and the Beast one, was quite funny. A friend shared this one, as well as I also found it on a website. And you've got the Beast saying, the castle is your quarantine now. You can go anywhere you wish except the West Wing. Belle says, what's in the West Wing? And you can see what Beast is hiding right there in the West Wing. Oh, the toilet paper. It's funny. I've seen this one as just a picture as well, and then this caption was added on. So I feel like there's kind of two ways to take this meme. It's funny. Again, a lot of the stuff being revamped, where toilet paper is being added to these memes to make it relevant for the current situation this day and age. But again, you got to look for that bright side, look for the positive, kind of find those funny and fun moments that you can enjoy and appreciate, and kind of bring that smile to your face. So I feel like this is a pretty funny one. I enjoyed this one as well. Let me know which one is your favorite so far as well, and we'll keep the party going. This one I thought was very funny and relevant to me as well. I read it, and it came out, I feel like, pretty close to early on in the event. Bars, clubs, and gyms were all closed. So it's like, wow, bars, clubs, and gyms all closed? My life is about to be exactly the same. Yeah, buddy. It's funny because, again, those aren't necessarily the sorts of venues I go to. I do miss, for example, going to restaurants, eating at restaurants, and that kind of thing. Theme parks fun too, but I'm not really a bars, clubs type person. A lot of my exercise, I just kind of do at home, so I don't have to worry about that. Push-ups on the floor, that kind of thing. So for me, this one's really relatable, where I'm like, this doesn't really impact anything for me. But the restaurants and the other closures kind of impacted a little bit more, at least for me. And I know a lot of people mentioned you related with me on this one too, right? Where bars, clubs, and gyms, you're like, yeah, who needs those? Again, similarly, restaurants, theme parks, that kind of thing. So there are silver linings to be able to appreciate, right? Where some of these things don't necessarily impact you as much as others. And I made a whole nother video about silver linings in terms of positives you can look at in the situation, how to make the most of it, that kind of thing. But I thought this one was pretty funny. This was a good chain right here. Look at this. A bunch of people. I'm not familiar with these people. But again, I just kind of saw this picture posted. I feel like it was maybe posted on my Facebook wall or something. But look at this. So they really clothes school tomorrow. They shirt it down. That sucks. I was underwear of this. So people take an entire kind of clothing themed way of handling the news and discussing what's going on. Again, I find this pretty funny. I feel like I have to kind of work on how I go about coming up with funny stuff like this. I want to make some funny pictures myself as well. I've tried my hand at making a few. I need to keep working on it to really get up to that top tier level. And then you can see my personally made memes and funny pics as well. But I feel like this was a pretty good one. Again, taking the reality of the situation and framing it in the way of clothing. Pretty good. I like this one. This one less funny, but it's kind of a cute little animated one. You've got the Earth there and the little hospital chair and get well soon from all the other planets in the background. You see that doctor right there. I can't really read what's on the doctor's sign, but they've all got that get well soon sign. Again, those other planets, and everybody's wearing those masks. Kind of funny. And again, it's just kind of a cute way of like thinking about we're all looking out for each other and other planets looking out for us and the impact and that kind of thing. So definitely nice to see that kind of positive spirit around the initiative. That's kind of more of a positive one, less of a funny one, but all positive all around. This one was very interesting as well. I'm sure there's a lot of pictures you could take and put on this one as well. But me calling the government to tell them there's more than 10 people right now working at my job because, again, a variety of different restrictions, right? Some, I want to say it's probably a statewide thing, but some places have said, no more than 50 people gathering in a location, that kind of thing. So I imagine this is how a lot of people will feel like, oh, yeah, I'm trying to not be at work right now, so can I make this call? That's pretty funny. It's a challenging situation. And again, I know a lot of us trying to make the most of it. Fortunately, again, a lot of us have the opportunity to be able to work from home and that sort of thing, which is, again, a silver lining we can appreciate. But I can definitely understand the concerns, too, in terms of going into those situations where there's a lot of people maybe in close quarters and work. And hopefully you're being able to take those safe precautions as well. This is a good one. Look at this. Disney PR. All Disney parks will be closed to prevent the spread of the illness. And then you've got Mickey here. That's a funny one. Mickey at the spa or at the sauna here. Just kind of relaxing with those cucumbers on his eyes. I saw another one as well. I'll have to see if I can maybe get that one into my next video or something along those lines. Let me know what you think of this style of video too, if you'd like to see more like this. But Mickey relaxing, getting some time off. Think about it that way. Mickey now gets some vacation. He doesn't get too much break time, so now he gets some R&R. What do you think about that? Well, it's time to change from my daytime pajamas to my nighttime pajamas. I feel like a lot of people probably find this one relatable as well, especially if you're working from home or if you have work off or that sort of thing where maybe you're not putting on that suit anymore if you have to wear a suit to work or a uniform, outfit, that kind of thing. Just kind of change from daytime pajamas to nighttime pajamas. I feel like I can relate to that one too, where it's like, there's definitely more casual format of not having to worry about, again, putting on your shoes maybe, putting on those athletic shoes or socks, that kind of thing, to make your way to where you're going. It's not boring at all to stay in the house, but how come a bag of rice has 7,456 pieces and the other bag has 7,398 pieces? Again, kind of funny sarcastic way of saying it's not boring in the house, but is it boring in the house? And I was also thinking about making a video on fun things to do maybe during this time. I know a lot of people have touched on I'm looking for things to do at home, things are slow, looking for more activities. So let me know what you think about that. Maybe I can recommend different videos or different websites you can check out, different games or different things to do just for fun. Let me know what you think about that. I know different people like different things too, right? So I can play video games all day long, but maybe not everybody else can relate to that as well. But this one's pretty funny in terms of people talking about counting rice as a solution to boredom. I guess maybe that could work. This was really funny, and I heard this was true. A couple people commented on this. Gotta love Publix. They make a toilet paper cake. Really, really funny. You can see it's next to a normal looking cake over there on that right side. Pretty funny to see, again, that cake over there kind of in the shape of a toilet paper. And you can see Publix is again kind of taking the mood and making light of it as well, which you can always appreciate, of bringing a smile to the situation. And it's nice to see that a lot of people are trying to take that approach to it. Sister Felicity Immaculata, Mother Superior of the Order of Eternal Indifference, sends you blessings from quarantine. Look at this cat with kind of the, what is it called, curtain on his or her head right there. But that looks like, that's funny. It looks like some sort of nun or that sort of thing. That look going on, pretty funny. So I thought that was a nice one too. It's pretty cute. A little cute one, pretty funny as well. I always like animal pictures and animal memes. Let me know what you think about that. This reboot looks scarier than the original. I am going to Costco, featuring Will Smith. Gotta watch out for that one. Overall rating, I can't quite tell what that rating is. It has not yet been rated, you know. But pretty funny movie trailer concept here. Scarier than the original. So nice to see that people are kind of taking those, again, more popular movie titles or more popular sorts of things and reframing it for the situation, making it fun and funny. And you can see, again, if you look at the background line, shops closed off with the plastic and that kind of thing. Again, I feel like kind of relevant given the current situation. In the crib, cutting product. It seems like a couple of funny ones here. Look at this toilet paper. Taking that PT is what I named it. Cutting PT paper towels in half and trying to make toilet paper of it, which is, it's a solution. I know people are, again, in a tough situation right now in terms of that toilet paper being limited. So I find it pretty funny that people are coming up with memes like this one. I've seen people with receipts. They've got receipts on the toilet paper roll, or all kinds of crazy ones I've heard about. I heard one was like a joke about sandpaper. Definitely not. I can't even imagine that. That's just, it sounds terrible. But paper towels, a creative solution for sure. And then you've got, I can social distance. I can find my way. I can social distance. Right there next to the Cusco says no touchy. Hercules with the glove on. I like that a lot as well. Again, taking that popular movie theme. We've got a lot of Disney ones here too. I thought those would be appreciated. Taking Hercules right there. Social distancing instead of going the distance. It's pretty funny. When you accidentally sneeze at work, 2319. And look at him being tackled over there by the CDA in the world of the monsters. Pretty funny, again, to think how you can take some of those concepts from some of those movies. For example, they think about humans being infective and contagious. And in this case, that's kind of the situation right now. You can see they're suited up, kind of staying away. Anyone who's not suited up is staying away. So pretty funny how that's kind of relevant there. When your 14 days of quarantine are finally over, the window's open, so's that door. I didn't know they did that anymore. I like that. Kind of, again, taking the story and the concept from Frozen there, and the fact that they kind of stow away in the house for such a long time. It's like a hyperbole, that's what I want to call it, is taking the situation of the quarantine and like stretching it out into a drastic situation where, I want to say Anna and Elsa were in their house for what, like years on end? It was like 7 years or something like that. It's a crazy concept, but again, pretty funny to take that scene from the movie and Disney movies, which I think a lot of us love, and to kind of tie that into the current situation. Me at an all-you-can-eat buffet. Look at that. So I've got some less current environment-themed ones as well. Those were kind of based on the current situation. And I've got a couple that are just funny in general in terms of Disney funny memes. All-you-can-eat buffet. You can see that kind of got the face stuff there. Looks delicious. When admitting that I enjoyed Tangled more than Frozen, right there. Look at that, all the swords going on this guy right there, Flynn Rider, being attacked. If you remember that from Tangled. You've got, where's my favorite Disney princess? And then you got Cusco in the back. Boom, baby. I'm not sure. Again, it's just kind of funny to see this scene here with all the princesses looking back at Cusco. I'm not sure I 100% get it, but I think it's funny to see him go boom right there in the back. Always love Cusco. I think that's a great movie. Love that character a lot too. Emperor's New Groove, always a favorite for me. When your parents leave you in charge, you've got Ursula here making evil plans. Uh-oh. May that be a warning to you. Watch out. Leaving the house without a jacket like, the cold never bothered me anyway, and then going out and ending up like Frozen. in place. Yeah, I feel like for me this one's relatable, which is why like 99% of the time I'm always carrying around a sweatshirt or a jacket or something along those lines. Even when it's not too cold, I'd rather have a sweatshirt and not use it and just kind of carry it around than end up like Anna there in that second picture. So how do you feel about that? I feel like it's chilly, you gotta watch out for it. Me carrying my midnight snacks to bed there. Ooh, delicious looking one right there. This could be us, but I don't share my food. Again, I feel like that one was especially relevant given the current situation as well. I know it's not necessarily themed towards the current situation, but you could take that and kind of apply it as well, where it's like, oh yeah, especially now, probably a good time to not be sharing too much food. Showing off my new manicure, like, oh, I thought that one was funny with the gargoyle right there. Look at that. He's kind of showing off his nails. Oh. You can see his nails and fingers kind of sticking out there in that really kind of funny shape. I feel like that would be what that would look like. I've never seen anyone kind of do it in that format. Show off their manicure in that format. But that's kind of a funny look to it, for sure. And that concludes today's funny Disney meme review, just general meme review, funny meme review, positive meme review. What did you think of these pictures? Was it nice to see kind of my reviewing some of the stuff that you sent, reacting to it? Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you liked this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up button and let me know you liked it. And of course, if you haven't already, for more fun adventures, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay informed. I'm looking forward to sharing a couple more, or all kinds of more fun videos coming up soon. A couple ideas going through my mind. I think I touched on one of those, but let's see what I end up coming up with. Looking forward to sharing those real soon. And until next time, play on.